What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics and welcome to part 10 of my graded comic collection series that I have going on right here. This is going to be a doozy, so don't go anywhere. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Check this out. Be sure to enter to win this Catwoman 48 Nathan Zerdy CGC 9.8 right here in this video. All the details on how to do that before the end, so don't go anywhere. So let's get into it. I've been going through my graded comic books, just showing them off, talking about their value, using some of the resources that we as comic collectors have at our disposal, talking about why I have them and what their value is. And this is a good one. I've pretty much just been grabbing them at random, and this is no different. And it just seems like there's a chunk of fire in this pile. So let's kick it off. This first one was an AOK, an act of kindness, sent to me by my good friend Coco Love Chevy, and it is none other than a CGC 9.8 of Future State, The Next Batman, issue number 1. So Coco was a huge fan of this character. He spec'd hard on him, I believe. He just had a bunch of different covers. This is a Tyler Kirkham Comics Elite exclusive. It feels kind of cheesy talking about the value of something that was given to me, to be honest with you, but I'm sure people would get curious and look it up anyway. So this one currently sits at a value of $32, and there's the back with the Comics Elite thing on there. This is a beautiful cover. This character really didn't hit or take off like they wanted him to. It's Jace Fox, Lucius Fox's son, in the cowl. It is a wicked cover. I love how he has the battering rings in his fist like that. But yeah, a lot of those Future State characters just did not perform as they wanted them to. But interesting enough, I was at the Walton Mart, or Walmart as some people may call it, and I noticed a candy stand that had John Kent, Yara Flor, and that Batman for their DC display on the candy stand. So it's some of that 5G initiative stuff that just never panned out. The next one is also an AOK. This one is from my good friend, and you may recognize it from this graphic right here, JustinComicx, who cleans and presses comic books, who you can find on Instagram with the link in my description. Let him know you found him via the channel and take advantage of special offers that he may have running for viewers of the channel. But this, he just wanted to send me a thank you for being a pal and all that stuff. And this is Dark Knight's Death Metal Trinity Crisis. I loved the Death Metal series. I love the Metal series. I was all in for it. It was a blast from start to finish. And this is a Francis Manifold cover. And this Trinity Crisis story was one of the best little one-shots they did with it. And this is a beautiful cover featuring Superboy Prime. You know, you got like the Death Metal Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman there. Wicked cool cover. There's a cool little timestamp ad on the back with Superman, Man of Tomorrow. And this one is currently valued at $34. So these are just awesome gifts from awesome people in the community. Cannot say thank you to them enough. Leave a comment. Let me know, did you enjoy Death Metal? Next up, we have a banger. So for those that don't know, Incredible Hulk starts with issue number 102. Before that, he just appeared in Tales to Astonish. But before that, he had a 6-issue run back in the 1960s. Those are the holy grail of Hulk books, those original 6. And this is the first one of those original 6 that I ever purchased. I rolled a dice on a low-grade copy on eBay, and it most certainly is a low-grade copy. But this is issue number 6 from March 1963. It's the first appearance of the Metal Master and the first appearance of the Teen Brigade. Stan Lee story, Steve Ditko art, Incredible Hulk, issue number 6. And as you can see, I have this one in a comic skin, slab it yourself. And it does have tape on the cover and stuff, and you can see the chipping and everything. It's a good to pour, I would say, and the current value for one in that range is roughly $300 to $350. The original Hulk stuff is not cheap, but that's wicked cool. You know, you could do the custom labels on your own. Shout out to the homie who helped me with that, Mr. Chip Gettler. We got that Jack Kirby art on there. So I love these comic skins. I absolutely love them. Like, doing the slab it yourself thing does not replace professional grading services. I feel like I have to say that every time I show one of those, because someone comments, why would you do that? Because I'm just wanting to present the book, because it's fun. You know what? It's fun. Next up, I think this one was a Heroes Con. Which one was this? This was a Heroes Con 2023 purchase. So this was from this year, I believe. I believe this is from this year. Heroes Con 2023 purchase. This is also from January of 1963. It has a Stan Lee story, Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers cover and art. This is the first appearance of Tyrannus in a CGC 2.5 with cream to off-white pages. We have The Incredible Hulk, issue number 5. Beautiful copy. 2.5. It has that little bit of writing on the cover. Love it. Gives you some age, some love that you can see that some kid like, that's my copy. You may not have it. I think that 2.5 is a little rough. But you can see a little chipping and stuff. It's interesting that there's chipping on a book inside. Whatever. Whatever. That would be like that sometimes. So in a 2.5, this issue goes for $453. And these prices that I have listed for all of these books today are reflected on the Cover Price resource, coverprice.com. Not a sponsor. That's just the resource that I have subscribed to recently, and I'm trying to get used to using it. There are other resources like eBay Last Sold. You have the Key Collector app shows value, though I don't know where they populate it from. You have Go Collect Comics, all kinds of stuff. This one right here is from 1962, November of 1962, and this was a purchase at Heroes Con in 2022. It was actually my first purchase there. I bought it within an hour of being there. Stanley story, Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers cover and art. Sound familiar? It should, because this is Incredible Hulk, issue number 4. Beautiful cover. I love the little split cover there. Some really dope stuff happening on that cover. The Monster and the Machine. This is the origin of the Hulk retold, which I guess they assumed people would forget it after 3 issues because it's only issue 4 and we're doing it all over again. Longu, Gladiator from Space. Fantasy as You Like, featuring 2 feature-length Hulk thrillers in this issue. That's just really, really cool. Love that cover. Beautiful copy. In a 1.8, this book right here is valued at $350. So Hulk stuff is not cheap. That's why it's good to be a low grade is better than no grade collector. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Are you a grade snob? It's okay if you are. I am about some stuff, not this older stuff. Now here we go. We're getting into some stuff with some really fun stories. This is from 1971-1972. Went from December to January right there. Cover and art by Neil Adams, art by Dick Giordano. Stories Denny O'Neil and Elliot S. Magan. So this is the first appearance of a pretty big character who's very, very popular today. Still second appearance of another SOB and first Elliot S. Magan story. So this book right here, my good friend Jason, the Southern Comic Geek, fantastic person here in the community, he did a huge round of mystery boxes to help get some money to fund his daughter's wedding. And I started noticing, I was watching it, I started noticing a trend that there was these epic DC keys spread out through. I didn't get like there was a bunch of raw books and guaranteed slab, and I started tracking them down. I talked to my homie DJ Links who scored this book, and I did a straight trade with him with what I got, and he was happy with it. And this is none other than Green Lantern issue number 87, the first appearance of John Stewart, and this is the second appearance of Guy Gardner in cameo. So the second appearance of Guy Gardner. So this is a 1.8. I think this might be the lowest one on the census. It was kind of pretty funny when Jason first scored it, showed it and everything. I remember when he did the video getting this book, it's got staining and all kinds of stuff on it, but it is my copy. I absolutely love it. You can see a staple on the front. Who knows? Center cover and centerfold reattached with 2 staples. So it's completely complete. It's all there. And in a 1.8, this book still fetches, in this condition, $85. That's awesome to have that John Stewart. Really cool. You can do. It looks like someone just went swimming with it, but who cares? I got this book for the price of that mystery box, which was next to nothing. And this is just really awesome to have. Green Lantern, co-starring Green Arrow, issue number 87. Fantastic book to have. Green Lantern stuff is only going to start going up as we get closer to the James Gunn stuff that he announced a while back, if any of that ever actually happens, as well as all the awesome stuff that Jeremy Adams is doing with the actual Green Lantern comic books. And we have Philip Kennedy Johnson about to be kicking off Green Lantern War Journals featuring John Stewart's Green Lantern. So be sure to check that out. Jane has some awesome covers for it. Next up, this one I scored, I believe, on eBay. I'm always watching stuff all over the place. And I think I just pulled the trigger on this one on eBay. just on a whim one night. And this is from March of 1968. It has a John Broome story, Gil Kane and Sid Green art, Gil Kane and Murphy Anderson cover. The first appearance of Guy Gardner. Abin Sur makes an appearance, and it's the origin of Green Lantern retold. They're always retelling origins. Like such a forgetful group of people, old comic readers must have been, or at least they must have assumed. This is Green Lantern, issue number 59 in a CGC 3.5, the first appearance of Guy Gardner. I love that cover. Love all the green on the background with the green on the costumes. Absolutely beautiful cover. Guy Gardner is such an SOB. You just gotta love him, right? Gotta love him. And at CGC 3.5, this book goes for an average of $149. Next up, we got three more. You ready? I think this might be considered a big one. And what a story to go with this one. So, ABX Comics and Games is my local comic shop. Previously, Augusta Book Exchange. They moved to a new location, condensed the name, and Paul, the owner, is a swell fellow, one of the best guys I know. And I was in the shop one day, and he's like, "Mark, I was going through my closet, moving some stuff. And I found a box of books in there that have been in there for years. Anything you might want?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take this book right here." So I sent it to my man JustinComicx, and he cleaned it up, pressed it out, and everything. We sent it to CGC, and it came back. And it's one of the earliest Marvel characters, at least on screen. He really laid the groundwork for what the MCU became. Not what it is today, but what it became when it was great. He's a beloved character. He's super cool. Wesley Snipes played him in the movie, and to this day, it's one of those roles that like someone else can take up the mantle of Blade, but they will never be Wesley Snipes' Blade. There's no topping that. That's the peak. You can't go higher than the peak. This is Tomb of Dracula, number 10 from 1973. Marv Wolfman's story, Gene Colan and Jack Abel art, Gil Kane and Tom Palmer cover, the first appearance of Blade the Vampire Hunter in a CGC 3.0. Fantastic book. The colors are vibrant, beautiful cover. I really don't understand how it got the 3.0 other than just a chipping. I mean, I'm not assuming that's the wrong grade. I'm saying it's just such a beautiful copy. It blows my mind. And in the 3.0, this book goes for $432. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Absolutely love this book. And I love the fact that it was Paul's copy. Paul. Paul. Next up, this is a book, man, near and dear to my heart. Near and dear to my heart. I love the Teen Titans. We had a fantastic Teen Titans key right here. Beautiful key. And this one has Marv Wolfman's story, of course. George Perez and Dick Giordano art. George Perez cover. And this right here is Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing. First appearance of Jericho and origin of Deathstroke. If you watch one of my earlier videos, you see the first appearance of Deathstroke has already made it on the list. But this is one of the ones that it was not a copy. It's a copy I'd had for a while. I got this one from Dead Media Collectibles. It's a local shop here in town. Phenomenal shop. Check it out on Instagram. Check it out on Facebook. Dead Media Collectibles. And I would have never sent this off to get graded because this book is not super pricey in a high grade. But when George Perez was doing his final tours, when he knew he didn't have much left in him to do it and wanted to see as many fans as he could, he set up at CGC to do a signing there, a one last signing kind of thing, and he wasn't able to make it. His health just deteriorated too quickly. But CGC had the books there, and they offered if you wanted to, you could still do the custom label that the proceeds were going to his estate and all that stuff. And I absolutely did that. So this is Tales of the Teen Titans, number 44. I have the George Perez custom label on there, and it came back in a CGC 7.5. So though this is not a high value book, especially in this grade, sitting at a value of only $85, this is a book that will never, ever leave my PC. It means the world to me. I absolutely love that label. I miss George Perez. He's an absolute legend. He'll never be forgotten. He's just truly, truly one of the comic giants. So the last book for this video, it's also a doozy. It's pretty cool. I got books in here from like all the local homies. So this one I bought at Dead Media Collectibles as well. I got this one from Angel. He messaged me one day. He's like, "Mark, I got this." I'm like, "I'm on the way." Me and the wife right up there. We got this. Then I picked up my She-Hulk number 1 at the same time as this. It was a low grade copy, but I sent it off to my man Justin. He cleaned and pressed it. And I think Justin did. No, he did not do this one. This one I sent in on my own to CBCS through Top Dog Comics. It's another local comic shop here, because I sent this one in before I had my own account, and I was trying out CBCS to see what was what with them. So I sent this through Top Dog. It's from 1973, September of 1973. Gil Kane cover, Joe Sinnott. Gil Kane and Joe Sinnott on the cover. Tom Sutton, Sid Shores on the art. Story by Gary Frederick. This is the first appearance of Son of Satan. This is a story continued from Marvel Spotlight 11. This is Ghost Rider issue number 1 in a CGC 3.0. Beautiful cover. It's not the Marvel Spotlight 5. That one will be in my PC soon. I've got plans to add that and a couple other bigger books. Not rushing anything, though. Got to find that right copy that's just right for you. Right time, right place, right price, all that stuff. But it's on my short list. I picked up that first Swamp Thing not long ago, so knocking about when they come around. And this one in a 3.0 has got a fair market value of $308. So fantastic book. I absolutely love Ghost Rider. If you follow my live stream content where we're talking comics, I'm talking the new Ghost Rider run constantly. Some good stuff over there. So let's talk giveaway. That's it for this video. There's definitely some bangers in there for sure. At least I feel that way. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite book out of those 10 were. And be sure to leave the hashtag #WeAreLegion, and that'll get you an entry into this Catwoman 47 covered by Nathan Zerdy in a CGC 9.8. So at the end of this video series, which we're getting close, we're 10 in, we got to be getting close, right? So at the end of this video series, I'm going to do a live stream, and I'll spin a wheel and I'll pick a number. That number will be what video the comment is drawn from. So if I draw number 10, one of the comments under this video will be the winner for this slab. It's really that simple. So if you haven't left a comment on the other videos, be sure to go back, check them out. At the very least, you might want to go back and drop a comment on them just to make sure that your entries are in there. I'll be sure, if you're not in that live stream, you don't have to be present to win. I'll go back and I'll leave a comment on your winning comment to let you know that you won. Or if I know you, I'll just message you directly. So I appreciate everybody watching this far. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe. Consider supporting the channel by joining the channel membership or hitting up my merch shop. There's some really cool stuff in there. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.